Okay, the kid's gone again. Sorry, it's early morning. They're getting ready for school. So the story with this is pretty funny. I looked all over my Michaels for one, and because it was 60% off, I was like, I can justify it now. I like being able to have everything. I used to have it in one of those like to-go bags that's right over there, and it was just not very functional because it wouldn't spin around, and I'd be constantly having to stand up to reach around it. So anyway, I went to Michael's. I'm like, well, I can justify it at 60% off from a $50 item. And they didn't have it, of course, because I went on the last day of the sale. Brilliant me. But there are blessings to being 5'11" because I decided to look up in the overstock area. And look, there was one. But it was damaged. So for those of you who have one, you know that it comes with one side has this little, supposed to be a photo here, and it was a little bit ripped, and I actually don't like it anyway. It's like a cardboard frame, and so I was like, I don't really want the cardboard frame because to me that's going to probably get damaged regardless over time. So I ripped it all the way off, and what I'm going to do, I haven't done it yet, scrape the rest of this residue and have my husband attach a metal plate that I can use to for magnet things. It just makes more sense to me. But I have the typical stuff in here. You'll recognize some things from the Dollar Tree. And then I did break down and spent the money on the glue runner, and I'm glad I did. I'm very happy with that. Everything is sitting down here on more of those Recollections or Jetmax cubes that I picked up in that Craigslist buy. You can see that I have my solid color papers. I have both 12 by 12 and 8.5 by 11, and I picked up a ton of 8.5 by 11 Bazels at a Goodwill, which was amazing, but you don't see that very often. And I picked up a ton of Basil solid 12 by 12 at another garage sale, of course. And here are just some odds and ends, some 8.5 by 11 decorative paper, some pages in project process. So see, I don't limit everything to my project files. It's really sad, and that's actually an empty drawer down there. And kind of going back up, I'm going to make you so nauseated. I apologize. Lower drawers. These have things like extra inks and tape for my label maker and that type of stuff. And also they've got some extra 3x5 or extra index cards here. It's kind of where I store all that. It doesn't want to shut because they're a little tall for that drawer. And then I do have a ton of the old, these little clip things, and I do like them. I know that they're no longer made, but I enjoy them. I use them. And then this is my Expedit, and in it is just tons of paper. So it's mostly decorative, printed papers and such, and then a few page kits. A friend of mine, his wife, just decided to clear out a bunch of her stuff, so I ended up with it, her scrapbooking stuff. This is for going to crops, which I never go to because I would have to pack up too much crap. My serger, which I've never used because, again, I'm scared of it. I seem to be scared of machines, which is really frightening. And then my sewing machine, again, I need to use it. Just some extra storage back there of frames and such. And then this was a Target cube. You probably saw the Target cubes on the other side at the top, and underneath is from Big Lots. It's those 6 by 6 cube cubbies and Dollar Tree bins. Going back up, you can see I just have lots of ribbon, kind of the thick ribbon, and then these are they're supposed to be for gifts. It's kind of the curling ribbon, but I actually think you can do a lot of cute things with layouts for that. Just some extra little tins up top that don't have anything in it. This is kind of like sewing notions, pins and such, laces, empty bins there, a bin with sewing patterns and such, some more sewing stuff down below. You can see some of these are missing their labels because I didn't have enough of the little binder rings, and I'm going to get those so I can get the labels on. That one's empty anyway. This is memorabilia from my childhood, so it's like I have been in love with stickers. Sorry, the light's bad, and I'm standing in it. Stickers and paper since I don't know when. And so I have all my old sticker collection, and I'm going to do a scrapbook that includes my old sticker collection. And I don't care if it doesn't look modern because it's my memories. I like it. Adhesive, some plant stuff, don't ask, like little mini plants. And underneath here are some more of like the flip top dollar bins, and I have everything in there from foam stickers to some of those little, I guess you could say it's like a nylon. They're butterflies. You can pick them up in bulk at the scrapbook conventions, and sometimes you can get them at the Dollar Tree, and they're like what I used to consider pantyhose material wrapped over like little metal frames. in the shape of a butterfly, flowers, and so on. And so that's what all that is, and it's actually stacked a couple deep back there. So you have 2 high and 2 deep in every one of these cubes, so it works really well to store a lot of stuff. Then coming back here, boy, my throat's getting sore from talking too much. I picked up the ribbon holder at another garage sale for like, I think $5 or something like that. In front of it is some jars I got from the Dollar Tree. Those hold a bunch of threads, my little mini sewing machine for scrapbooking, which I stole from my mother, but she's okay with it because she never used it. A bunch of flowers that I probably picked up from one of the dollar stores or other, and I do nip those off sometimes and put some of these flowers on layouts, but mostly they just make me smile. And all of this is sitting on top of, this is from Goodwill, and this is ugly. What's in here, it's the stuff I don't want to see. Some of my baby blankets from my kids that I want to turn into a quilt, which the kids are now 10 years old, so you think I'm ever going to do it? Maybe. I don't know. Just extra storage stuff. It's kind of messy. And below that is, I think I got this from Walmart, another cabinet. I'd like to get this painted up and maybe put some contact paper on the front to cheer it up a bit. And a lot of it is, again, storage you don't really want to see. My light box and my old Spirographs. I got like a yard sale. I want to use those too. And some kits that I pick up because I like to volunteer at the CKC convention, and I pick up tons of kits at their, in their area because they sell them off dirt cheap. And the volunteers get a little, gift card. This has a funny story too, is my toolbox. So when I first started scrapbooking, I bought an inexpensive little toolbox at Walmart it was, and it really wasn't sufficient for my needs. It quickly became too darn small, and I'm lifting off my fan and my radio so you can kind of see the story that goes with this. So I was telling my husband that I really wanted something better and bigger, and so I come out into my craft room one day, and he has taken my little toolbox and he put a sticker on it, and the sticker had my mom's name, and I was like, but that's my toolbox, what are you doing? So he takes me out to his garage, and in it is, he has purchased me a beautiful Craftsman toolbox and put my name on it in the sticker, and I thought that was so sweet of him. And so basically what's in here is you have a lot of foam stamps. I have some rubber stamps that are on blocks. I'm in the process of removing them from the blocks like a lot of folks do, because I do prefer them to be stored in a smaller form factor, and also in the CDs, and that I can put them on a block that I can see. Okay, I just got interrupted by kids fighting, so that's awesome. As I said, I have 10-year-old twin daughters, and they are the best of friends and the worst of friends. Basically, that's what you have in here, is a lot of stamps and such. I won't open every drawer. That's in the top 2 sections, and then the bottom section is my punches, and I have been hoarding them from TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Ross whenever they go on sale. Let's just say I love me. It's the BK Success. And this drawer is so heavy. Even a Craftsman can't hold up to my stuff. And then some of the these aren't Marvies, they're McGill's, I guess. I've got Marvies, McGill's, and then I've got my Martha Stewart's. And every time I see somebody getting a great deal on Martha Stewart punches, I'm like, I am green with envy. Love them, love them, love them. Okay, and I realize how much stuff I haven't shown you and how long this video is going to be already. Okay, so over here is another example of my cheapness. These are bookshelves that have been repurposed from other places in my house, as well as items that I bought on the cheap at Big Lots and Goodwill. And I think that these are from Target, and they're shoe shelves. But guess what? They fit these CDs perfectly. And this is, of course, you've seen it before, how I store my stamps. And you can see I've got a pretty healthy collection of clear stamps and stamps that I've unmounted, and I'm in the process of getting into here. Above are all my buttons, extra little paraphernalia and decorations, Dollar Tree jars, of course, my little gumball machine that I love, some extra things I'm going to decorate up eventually. Hey, there's some more projects that, I don't really limit myself like I should. So kind of going down here, I won't go into tons of detail, but I just have some empty bins, and this is like little glass items. This is one of those, I don't think it was a CD case. Maybe it was a CD case, because these are actually broken CD cases that I use as trays. So for my smaller inks, I put them on there so that I can slide this in and out almost like a little drawer. So I think this was a CD case, and I got it from Goodwill, dirt cheap. I keep all my glittery pens, my Sharpies, my, scrapbooking pens, my watercolor pencils, everything like that. Just kind of stick it in there, and it's away from the heat of my window, but it's also still close to my desk because this is my desk right there. I probably just made you amazingly sick. Crafter's Companion, some extra storage, my scoreboard, that's what it is. Martha Stewart scoreboard, my hot glue gun, my heat embosser, my Xyron Design Runner. These are stamps I'm in the process of getting put away. My bling, I put them in these bead jars. And I do like this because I can kind of see it and it inspires me. These are sequins, and this is something I picked up at Costco for, you know, pretty cheap. And I just keep tons of sequins because I like to decorate my pages with sequins sometimes. Down here, and I am right in the way. I've got a glare problem, and I apologize. The sun is just at the wrong angle. Beads, some extra large brads and metals and such. Bling, more bling. I just picked up a ton at the CKZ convention in Mesa. Dirt cheap. I just couldn't believe it. I found one where you could get like all this stuff. Oh, this is going to fall over. For like $1. So I picked up a ton of that, and I got to get it used now. More projects. Yeah, so. And some of my slice paraphernalia, my baby wipes, extra sponges, and then just paint, acrylic paint. Love acrylic paint. All right, so that's what's in that area. Gosh, this is going to be a long video. This is all extra adhesives, just in, you know, these Dollar Tree, more Dollar Tree bins. This is little storage of mini albums to be done. You know, I don't think that I'm going to get this all done before I die, and I'm just barely turning 40. And then this is something else I really, really like. It's right behind my desk, and I used to have the little drawer things, but I like being able to have covers on stuff. I picked these up at the Dollar Tree, 10 for $1, and they fit perfectly on this little pull-out shelf. And it's awesome because what I have in here is I have like my larger brads and little, you know, metal embellishments, and I have little wood embellishments, and it's awesome because you stand them up on their side, you can see what's in there, and yet you can tuck it away. You know, it doesn't, you know, create as much visual noise as it could otherwise. And then Dollar Tree bins, more. Full of chipboard stuff. But I love this because I do like to be able to just kind of dig through stuff sometimes, and it works really well for this. So I have basically 2 drawers full of chipboard stuff there. And down below I think is just some extra bins. And we are to the last shelf. And I know I've missed some stuff and skipped it, and I'm sorry, but this is already way long, and the lighting down here is terrible. I'm sorry. I have greeting cards that I've made. I have magnet sheets and needlework stuff, you know, like the embroidery floss and such, and extra instruction manuals, dollhouse furniture. Someday I'm going to have a dollhouse. I've always wanted one. I don't like dolls, hate dolls, think they're creepy, but love dollhouses. That's kind of odd. And then another empty bin. Going up, my stamp reference binders. Basically, I keep all of the acetate sheets that have the images in these binders. I can just flip through them really fast. Some oversized stamps, you know, fancy pants stamps. Love them, but they're not really convenient to store, so I just leave them in their original packaging. Tons of Studio G dollar stamps all in here. You've seen them before. I put them in the, whatchamacallit. I put them in the baseball card holders that go in 3-ring binders, and templates. I got tons of templates. One of these down here, I think it's the brown one, is full of templates, the ones you can pick up from the Paper Wishes catalog to make boxes and flowers and all that stuff. I like to do that even though I have die cut machines, because there's something about physically cutting it out and making it that is very therapeutic. I'm running out of breath now. Quilling stuff, extra alterables, empty bin, a few more templates. And then this is the other piece that inspired the red in the room. So between my toolbox, because so many toolboxes come in red, and this was my grandmother's bread box, and I put sewing stuff in it. And I wanted it to stay red. It's my memories. And so it inspired the red bits in the room, the little sewing kit. And we're almost done, guys, I promise. More Dollar Tree containers, and in here are just kind of the silk flowers. I do a lot of buying bunches of silk flowers and just picking them off because I don't like spending the amount of money that they charge for Primas and all the rest. Now, I know Primas are gorgeous and they really do a lot for a project, but I have a hard time justifying their price. I understand why they're charged so much because there's a lot of embellishment to them, but there you have it. So, and these are just more stamps that I'm trying to get off their blocks and put away, etc. And that's basically my room. And oh my God, this is going to be a long video when I cut it all together. I'm so sorry. But if you have any questions, you can leave them below. I will do my best to answer them. The one section I think I didn't cover, there's a whole lot I didn't cover now that I look at it. In these recollections cubes, basically the drawers there are foam stamps, and the larger drawers that are like, what, 6 by 12-ish, that's full of flat stickers and embellishments and so on. And oh my gosh. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed, and I didn't bore you halfway to tears. Fast forward if you need to. And have a good day. Bye.